Millions influencers nowadays are getting really good at making entertaining content within 60 seconds or less. From trading memes to stock advice, these shorts definitely are really fun, and as a full-time trader of over 8 years,
I'm definitely a big fan.
However, if you've been following my channel for a while, or if you watch my parody videos or TikTok reactions in the past, then you know that I always warn you guys about being careful and be beware of some of these profitable stock tips that are just too good to be true. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let's take a look at this one together.
The amazing thing about trading is that if you master it, it's like having your own unlimited ATM machine on your phone or PC. Want to buy a Porsche? Just place a trade and go get that the next day.
Yeah, just place one trade and go get that the next trade. Welcome back to another Humble Trader video. Today I'm gonna watch some TikTok advice for trading and investing. You guys know the drill, grab some snacks, be prepared to learn some expert stock investing advice and have some good laugh. And smash the like button to make it rain Lamborghinis. Let's go!
Alright boys, here's how you're going to make your first $10,000 in the market. Last year I took $5,000 and turned that into $100,000 in just 9 months by doing this one simple trick. And that one simple trick is realizing that everybody has lied to you up to this point, and you should never be investing in the big cap stocks like Amazon, Apple, Google, Tesla.
Did he just say I should not invest in the big caps like Apple, Tesla, Google? That means I should basically get rid of my entire investment portfolio,
etc. Because those stocks, they've surpassed their growth phase, and you're only going to get 5 to 10% gains year over year. If you have $1 million in that stock, that's great, because a 5% gain would give you $50,000. But if you're anything like the average man out here, you only got a couple $1,000s to invest, which means your 5% gain is only going to get you around $100 to $500 per year, which is nowhere near what you need in order to become financially free. The key to that is taking your low amount of capital and putting that into a risky asset like penny stocks, like cryptocurrency, like NFTs, and being ahead of the trend, being ahead of institutional investors. If you want to know exactly how I do that, join my Discord. The link is in the bio. I'll see you on the other side.
Well, I don't know about putting in risky assets such as Bitcoin, because I did put some money into Bitcoin when it's at the highs around like 60,000. Guess where all that money went?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And a lot of people actually don't know this. When I first started trading, I traded actual penny stocks. So the penny stocks is talking about the 20-cent stock, the 1-cent stock, even the sub 1 cent, talking about 0.05 cent stocks. I used to trade those. And I know about 99% of them go bankrupt or just never see the light of day. They are the literal ATM machines for the company to take money out of. And they just keep on issuing offerings and dilution. So if you're investing in those penny stocks, good luck. Now, let me clarify. I think it's fine to trade these penny stocks, but I definitely wouldn't invest in them.
I show you one simple strategy that you can even use in the desert.
A lot of people tell me, you can't predict charts. Look at this, it goes down, up, down. How do you want to predict this? There is a tool called Moomoo CA. You can predict it 100%, but look at this. Here was a sell signal, it goes down. Here was a buy signal, it goes up. Here was a sell signal, it goes down.
Are you new to trading? If so, I'm going to show you how to think and trade like a pro in the next 60 seconds. In this video, we're going to be using TradingView, and we're looking here at SPY on the 1 hour chart. Now to set up our chart, we're actually going to go to indicators on the top of the screen. In the search bar, you're going to type in super trend, and you're going to find this one and add it to your chart. And how this works is pretty simple. When you see the word buy, that means that you should be betting that the price is going to go up. And if you see sell, that means you should be betting that the price is going to go down.
And in the options world, it's as simple as getting calls if you want to go up or getting puts if you want to go down.
I think a lot of these indicators they're suggesting are valid, but the problem is on these TikTok or these little shorts, they show you a screenshot of the indicator after the trade is done. Basically, you don't see how it occurs in the moment. The price action, you don't see any of that. So yeah, of course, it's going to look picture perfect in hindsight, but you can buy a stock according to the indicator and the chart actually dips a lot lower first. Then how are you gonna manage your risk? You're gonna panic and sell at the very bottom and then it rips. So I think that's a lot of times that's the problem with these indicators. And same thing as a sell. You can see in the earlier example, the stocks showed sell after the spike and then came back down. It says sell and then it broke down. So you don't know where to take profit. You're actually taking profit when the stock has broken down or started to break down, because some of these indicators are lagging. I know because I used the super trend indicator before when I was first starting out like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Now right here, we're seeing a buy, which means that we should be buying calls, betting that the price is going to go up. But right here, the price action is actually going sideways, so we're going to hold off a bit until we break a key level, which is going to be right here. Now being a pro doesn't mean trading every day, but it is waiting for the right opportunities, which we could see right here. Super trend is telling us buy, which means get calls, and we just broke above a key level, so we're good to go on this trade. Now all you have to do is wait to sell when it says the word sell, and then you just rinse and repeat over and over again until you hit your first $10,000.
Like I said, indicators can help you, but they're never gonna give you the precise entry and exit. That's the work you're gonna have to do on your own.
Basic and effective strategy.
Okay?
Add to exponential moving average indicators.
I like the music though.
I have the best side hustle for 2023, and no, it's not drop shipping or Amazon FBA. It's called copy trading. No experience is needed whatsoever, and there are no startup fees. All you need is a little bit of money to start trading with, which you can withdraw at any point. It's still your money. Members in my Telegram group profit every single day.
I'm so tired of these Telegram groups.
From my trades. I'm a trader that's been trading for 3 years on the Forex markets. And all you need to do is copy and paste my trades. As a trader this year, these are my stats above here. 376.52% return on all of my trades this year. This means the number in my bank account, in my trading account, on the January the 1st, 2022, rise in their investment. And I've placed 731 trades. That's like two, three trades.
Skip. Look, if copy trading really worked, I would have gotten rich within my first month of trading and not have taken me 2 years to become profitable. So for those who don't know, when I first started, I did start out with a lot of these copy trading services. The alerts that get sent to your phone, I'll see the text saying buy ABC at $1 and I'll try to get in. By the time I got in, it's at 120, then I'll get a text that says sell ABC at 125. And by the time I try to sell, the stock is back down to $1. You kind of see the idea there, you see what's going on? But if you're asking me, copy trading, can you really make money doing that? The answer is absolutely not.
There's no excuses in 2023 not to be making money through your phone.
There's no excuse in 2023 not to put into some work in your trading if you really want to do this. Otherwise, just go to the casino. If you're a new trader, I suggest you should invest time in practicing how to read price action. In 2023, you can leverage advanced trading tools that are free to use, such as the Moomoo trading app. Let me introduce you to Moomoo's Candle Pattern Screener, a modern analysis tool that can assist you in your learning process. This tool excels at recognizing important chart patterns, such as double bottoms and bull flags. And the best part is that it offers auto-generated key level analysis for you, including take profit levels, stop loss levels for your reference. Although your trading decisions shouldn't hinge solely on candlestick patterns, they can still serve as valuable confirmations when assessing key supports and resistance levels. If you're committed to level up your trading, I recommend adding Moomoo app to your stock analysis toolkit. Moomoo is now offering exclusive sign-up rewards for Canadians. If you're in the US, you can receive up to 16 free stocks using my link in the description. Thank you to Moomoo for sponsoring this video.
Here's a super simple way to get rich. Earn $70,000 a year, spend $60,000 a year, invest $10,000 a year and repeat for 40 years. And if you invest in something like the S&P 500 index fund, which has historically returned 10%, in 40 years, you would be worth $4.4 million.
Right, I mean, yes, the math works out, but I think you forgot one thing that is gonna hurt you in the butt. Taxes. If you make $70,000 a year, you're not gonna keep all of that $70,000. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Yeah, in where I live, if you make $70,000, you'll probably, end up take home $55K, which is decent, but I'm just saying you cannot actually invest $10,000 out of that $55K if you are in Vancouver. So yeah, it's not as simple as that, but he has the right idea. Yes, definitely allocate some of your earnings each year into investing if you can.
This is how you gonna make some real money. You need a phone and some balls. This is how I went from working a job to doing this for a living. Work for like 3 hours a day and get the weekends off. It's a tough life I live. Get one of these apps, get approved for options trading level 2, and start trading. You can even trade live with me every day. This ain't no money glitch. You have to learn this. That is why I'm here. When you start trading, use these bigger time frames and use these stocks. 15% stop loss. Go crazy. I've never been outside. Just quit playing around and go get it. I'm doing this, you can. Like, who am I?
Now, as crazy as that sounds, if he is using 15% stop loss on the options, that's actually quite tight of a risk. It might work, but like the winners better be making 50%, 30% minimum, 30%, 50%, 100%. So the fact that he's actually preaching risk management, doesn't matter whether you think 15% is too tight or too little. I think this might actually work, and he's actually preaching people to trade these options on the big cap stocks, and he's talking about using bigger time frames such as the daily or the hourly to trade these big cap stocks. We're talking about AMD, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple. I mean, some of these premiums are kind of expensive, but if he's preaching, trading big caps, using risk management, and not on some sketchy penny stocks like that earlier guy, it's not a bad recommendation. I don't recommend people to start with options trading, but to each their own. But once again, if you are really starting out trading with options, you better be really good at risk management.
This simple strategy will make you $500 a day trading. The first thing you want to do is mark out the highs and lows during pre-market. These levels will act as support and resistance for the stock when trading intraday. When the stock opens up, we want it to break either the high or low level and then retest that level. Here we see a strong retest of that level. We enter into calls here looking for the 145 whole psychological number, and our stop loss is a little below pre-market highs. And just like that, we were able to capture that whole move by using simple pre-market levels.
That was actually quite a good snippet. I mean, a lot of that pre-market breakout and hold the key level and go long, even though I trade stocks and he's talking about trading options, it's the same concept. So if you want to learn that particular strategy to go long after pre-market high breakout, you want to watch my video on the gap up long strategy. Because he didn't really mention a bigger picture, is that you need a stock that has gapped up overnight with a lot of volume. Then yes, you go in, look at the pre-market time frames and find the entry. So you want both the small time frames, what he's talking about, as well as an idea of the bigger picture, which is the daily chart and the pre-market gap up. So check out that video if you haven't done so already.
This simple trading strategy made me my first 5 figures. Step 1 is to identify an uptrend. We do this by looking for higher highs and higher lows. Step 2 is to find a key level of support. You can use the grids on your chart to find a price level that has seen major turning points in the past. Step 3 is to buy at that key level of support and place your stop loss below the next key level of support. And step 4 is to target an ABCD pattern to the upside. And that's it. Make sure to follow for more because
I mean, it's not as simple as that, but he is talking about the right ideas. You can use the grid or the technical levels as your support and resistance. That's the right idea. The ABCD long, basically higher lows, consolidation and breakout. It's the right idea. But I'm just saying it's not as simple as buying at support and selling at resistance. If that's the case, everyone would be rich. It's about how you use those price levels, the technical levels, to use in your existing strategies. But overall, it's much better than preaching to buy penny stocks.
This guy just used insider trading to turn every $600 into $3 grand overnight. I'm going to show you exactly how he set it up so you can catch the next one. On the Unusual Whales app, hit flow and go to filters. Let's exclude ETFs and indices and make sure our premium is above 44,000. Scroll down and select out of the money only and single leg trades. With these settings, you would have seen somebody dumping $97,000 into Snow 150 puts with the stock right below $180, which pretty much means that somebody's betting on Snow to drop by over $25 a share over the next couple of weeks, but with their earnings coming out the next day, these are highly unusual. And the very next day, Snow dropped by over $30 a share, turning that person's $97,000 into over $500,000. Some of these plays with shorter contracts went from $40 a piece all the way up to $800, so it's not like you need $100,000 to be able to follow these plays. And if you're in the Discord, you would have been notified as soon as these insiders on Snow came through the flow, because that guy is me.
Right, because I think that's the right idea, but honestly, $90,000 bet on an earnings play is not a lot. I have a feeling if you're looking for something as small as $90,000 to follow, you're gonna be following a lot of like random trades left and right. The ones you really wanna follow are the ones that are six figures. Six figures, and ideally, not just like 100K. We're talking about 300, 400, $500,000, then I think that's where it actually has a higher probability of success. So yeah, I mean, he has the right idea, but you need to increase the filter to like, closer to $500,000 to follow. And another caveat he didn't mention is that some of these, out of the money calls or puts that you see, that you detect as unusual options activity, they can be hedges too. So they can have an existing position and they are buying puts to hedge their investment. So, it's never as black and white as people think. It's the right idea, and I know people who trade this particular strategy, but there's just a lot more that you need to be aware of.
This is way out of our league.
Is this the power of a god?
Oh, this guy's funny though. He's acting like he's Christopher Columbus discovering America. Like, look, the pattern he showed you earlier really well could have been a bear flag and then break down. I've seen it multiple times. Patterns are by itself unreliable. It can be 50-50. How many times have you seen, any random bull flag try to break out and then dump? I've seen it every day on small cap stocks. So the patterns or the candlestick patterns, especially the smaller time frames, cannot be the only thing you use to determine your trade entries or exits, or even the entire strategy. So definitely learn candlestick patterns. I'm not saying don't learn it. I'm just saying don't use that as the only reason you're getting into a trade.
Money in 2023. First, let's open the trading view. Select an asset you want to trade. I will go with Avalanche, AVAX. Now open the charts. Now let's see where the price is bouncing back up and where it's got rejected. Just trying to identify a pattern. Now I'm gonna open up my trading guide and I'm gonna identify a pattern that forms time to time. And the double bottom is confirmed. Now I'm gonna open my broker account. Don't forget to set up your stop losses. Also, first, let's wait for a breakout. And this is how you need to start trading in 2023. Imagine all these profits you can take.
Yeah, but it's not like these candlestick patterns didn't exist in 2022 or 2021 or all the years before that. So if it wasn't the golden ticket the last 20, 30, 40 years, why would candlestick patterns to be the golden ticket this year?
Have you ever tried Forex trading and found it really difficult?
No, I never tried.
Well, let me show you this. I managed to get my hands on a Forex bot that does all the trading for me. Now just look at the success. It's everywhere. It's bringing in money every single day. In the last 10 months, it had one loss and that was 7p. So it's pretty much...
Really? This bot only had one loss in 10 months? Come on.
99% the success rate. If you want to find out more about this bot, just drop a comment and I'll make sure to...
No, I don't really want to find out more about this bot. Remember, traders, if it sounds too good to be true, that means it probably is.
your trading account and see this. We have a trading bot that will automatically trade with your money, and you can sit back and see the money coming in, or go out to dinner with your family because you don't need to do anything for it.
So I've been testing out a trading bot for like the last 3 months, and I want to be the first person to say this. It's not as simple or as easy as you think. The bot makes a lot of mistakes, and I've been tweaking it for the last 3 months. So if you're talking about a bot who only made 1 loss in the last 10 months, or this guy who's saying like it's very simple, it's printing money and making a lot of money as in your sleep and it's free, come on, it's a little bit too good to be true. Hopefully you guys had some fun today and enjoyed this reaction video. If you want to see more of my TikTok reaction to these experts' advice on investing or trading, then check out this video over here.